Where do you start with that one then? My word. Yeah, listen, the performance, again, unfortunately, not good enough for us today, was it? But the result, ultimately, today is what matters. We inflict Sunderland's first Premier League home defeat of the season on them, thanks to a Virgil Van Dijk header from a corner, which was deflected in. First half, we'll start there because we always do. First half, I thought Liverpool were okay. Pretty decent between the boxes, pretty poor certainly in the attacking third. We had huge swathes of possession, but didn't really create too much. Obviously, we had the Florian Wirtz shot from distance, which was saved well by the goalkeeper. We had after the Mo Salah outside of the boot ball, which looked great. Wirtz somehow ends up on the end of it, and the keeper makes a save. We had a Virgil Van Dijk one from underneath the crossbar, which went over. That was about it. We had loads of block shots, and we were just too pedestrian in the final third. There was not enough movement, I didn't feel, from Liverpool. We weren't trying to sort of, use the overlaps or the underlaps, even though Cody Gakpo actually had a functionally quite okay game on that left-hand side. Didn't really create anything when he did beat his man. Mo Salah on the other side wasn't very good. These are all the things that we've been saying for sort of weeks now, isn't it? We struggle against low blocks, and Sunderland play the lowest of the low blocks against us. Thankfully, there wasn't too much from them going the other way in the first half where they could hurt us. Konate had a really good game all told. Made some big tackles, big interceptions, big headers. I think he's been excellent since he's come back after the loss of his father, actually, and he should be applauded for it. He would have been my man of the match. Paul gave it to him as well in the watch-along. I think the midfield, I thought Gravenberch, a bit anonymous today for me. I think McAllister put himself about and was defensively much better in the second half. And that was needed, actually, wasn't it? Because, we came out in the second half and you're expecting, can Liverpool build on maybe what they've done in the first half? And we just gave the ball to Sunderland and just let them play. And, first 10, 15 minutes of that half, we were awful, man. And I didn't think anyway that after watching us for that first sort of 10, 15 minutes of that half, that Liverpool were going to get anything out of the game. I thought it was all going to be Sunderland. I thought the crowd were going to start getting into it. We were too passive, not keeping the ball well. We're tired. And we get that goal from Virgil van Dijk. And, does it change a little bit? Liverpool a little bit better? I'm not sure. I don't think so. And again, it just felt to me anyway like Sunderland had got control of the game. We looked shattered. There's times there where Ekitike's got loads of green grass in front of him and he's just not willing to go into it because he's tired. There's times when Ekitike was on the ball and players were streaming forwards. Players were streaming back from Sunderland, and there's barely anyone streaming forward from Liverpool. Again, why are we so unfit? Why is it all down to the injuries? Are we not working hard enough in training? Did we not put enough in pre-season to get us through all of this? Because we shouldn't be so unfit. We just shouldn't. It's a second game in a week for us and for Sunderland. And, you'd think Liverpool would be in a better position there. Obviously, we lose another player today in Wataru Endo. Looked a bad one, to be honest with you. The way he stretches off the pitch, I really hope he's going to be okay. But, you can probably not count on him now for the next few months at least. Joe Gomez comes in and injects something, doesn't he? I know it was an enforced change, but it made a difference. Curtis Jones comes on for Cody Gakpo, makes a difference. Federico Chiesa comes on, I think it's for Ekitike, makes a difference. And it was so noticeable. It was night and day, really, between the players who had come on and their ability to run and get forwards and chase and harry and press and want the ball back, and the players who'd been on the pitch who just looked like they'd been hung out to dry. And again, this is a major concern for me. And I know we've got the result, but it's not always about the result, is it? It has to be about performances as well. And Liverpool just can't seem to string 70 minutes together. 80 minutes together, heaven forbid, a full game together. We're just so far away from being a good side at the moment who can dominate a game. And, those last sort of few minutes, maybe between 92 and 97, that was as dangerous as Liverpool were all game long. And, yeah, it was the fresh legs. So I know we're probably going to see a lot of changes at Brighton, but I think Arne Slot wants to win. something this season. The FA Cup might be the best chance he's got of that, because, you know, right now I can't see that Liverpool are going to do anything in the Champions League, and that's just being honest. You know, there exists the possibility that Liverpool could do something special in the Champions League. There always does, because it does, and it's that competition. But there are better teams than us in it, and there are better teams in England in it than us right now, who admittedly don't have the steeped history that we do. So I've got more questions than answers after that win, and yet we still should give them some credit for digging in and getting through it, you know. But the performance has got to be there as well as the results for me, and I'm struggling with it. I really am, and it should be a happier match reaction. It really should, but I'm not going to lie to you and pretend I'm happy when I'm not. I've never done that. I've never been sad and told you otherwise. I just see it. I call it as I see it, and right now the performances that Liverpool put in aren't good enough for me. And you know, a lot of people out there that will agree with me. And I am happy. I'm ecstatic that Liverpool have got 3 points, because for me, if we hadn't have got 3 points today, we'd have been out of the race for the Champions League spots. But with Chelsea, with Manchester United, both drawing yesterday, we've got a sniff of something, and maybe Liverpool could do something, because I think it's going to be a tough race. I really do. You know, I don't think Manchester United are as good as they've shown in the last few days, last few weeks, certainly since Carrick. I think they'll start to lose and draw more and stuff like that. Chelsea is just a basket case of a side. You never know what they're going to do, but Liverpool just need to win. And maybe I'm wrong for asking for performances, but I think it's much easier to win games of football when you put in good performances, and I hope that we start to see those in the next few weeks.